But we're starting with breaking news from West Bengal, where stones were today pelted by TMC supporters at Union Minister Babul Supriyo. He has sustained minor injuries in that stone attack. The minister has called it a Trinamool conspiracy. Babul Supriyo had called for a protest rally against cattle smuggling in Asansol. We've got Manugya Loiwal now joining us on the phone line. Manugya, first of all, tell us, is Babul Supriyo in hospital? What is the nature of the injuries that he has sustained?
Well, for the kind of stone pelting that took place in Asansol, where he had allegedly caught hold of a lot of cattle smugglers till yesterday, and we told that TMC people and the supporters had stone pelted him. He has sustained a lot of injuries, and we've been told that he's in hospital. He's being treated not with minor injuries, but a lot of injuries because of the kind of stone pelting and the obstruction that he had to face politically. He was initially beaten up along with the BJP leaders from Mitra, who was trying to put up the party flags on the bike when they were crossing the PNR area of Asansol. We've also been told to understand that these leaders have been actively complaining and have been catching cattle smugglers and have handed them over to police. Interestingly, the police was a mere spectator, or you could rather say that it was the inaction of police that led to his injuries.
All right, just stay with me, Manugya, because we're getting the first reaction from Babul Supriyo himself.
कुछ शक्ति नहीं है, पुलिस मेरे पास खड़ी है, जबकि उनको वहाँ पे रहना चाहिए, उनको वहाँ पे रहना चाहिए, मेरे पास है, कुछ नहीं है, पत्थर आके लग रहा है, देखिए, पत्थर आके लग रहा है, कुछ शक्ति नहीं है, पुलिस मेरे पास खड़ी है, जबकि उनको वहाँ पे रहना चाहिए, उनको वहाँ पे रहना चाहिए, मेरे पास है.
Suprio had called for a protest rally in his constituency Asansol, where he alleged that cattle smuggling was rampant, and it was in the process, it was during this particular rally that a stone was thrown at him. He says that the police was just looking on. Manugya, he also has personal security by virtue of being a minister in the Union Council of Ministers. What were they doing?
Well, they tried to frisk him away from the area. They tried to take him to the nearby hospital, and also they tried to protect him from the kind of stone pelting that was taking place. But the fact that the TMC supporters had outnumbered his security as well as the supporters of Bharatiya Janata Party who were travelling with him. He usually travels alone, and there have been times when he's driven alone in the constituency also, just keeping his security by his side, or rather just ignoring them or avoiding them and just moving around in his constituency. He says that people are with me, then who do I fear for? But now that he has been attacked by Trinamool Congress, he claims that it was the inaction of the police also in the area, and the fact that these police officials did not take any action or did not try to defend him and move him to a safer location. Rather, they were standing as mute spectators because he had taken action against the smugglers yesterday. This was probably expected, and the inaction of police speaks volumes.
All right, in fact, we'll just try and play out that first reaction from Babul Supriyo again, where he alleges that this is a conspiracy by the TMC. Also questions why the police was just standing by at the time when this attack on him took place. Let's listen to what he said.
पत्थर आके लग रहा है, देखिए, पत्थर आके लग रहा है, कुछ शक्ति नहीं है, पुलिस मेरे पास खड़ी है, जबकि उनको वहाँ पे रहना चाहिए, उनको वहाँ पे रहना चाहिए, मेरे पास है, कुछ नहीं है, पत्थर आके लग रहा है, देखिए, पत्थर आके लग रहा है, कुछ शक्ति नहीं है, पुलिस मेरे पास खड़ी है, जबकि उनको वहाँ पे रहना चाहिए, उनको वहाँ पे रहना चाहिए, मेरे पास है.
Okay, BJP spokesperson Sambit Patra with us on the phone line now. Sambit Patra, do you think that this is a deliberate attempt to try and injure the minister?
Absolutely, and this is appalling. If a minister, union minister, is not safe in Bengal, then you can imagine the plight of the common man there in Bengal. And what is the mistake of the union minister? That he does not concur with the ideology of the party which is ruling there. He's a union minister. It was a duty of the ruling party to provide security to the union minister. And is this the kind of security that the minister has provided with in West Bengal? We have seen as to what the TMC workers have done with Rupa Ganguly. Recently, when Rupa Ganguly had been to a village to inquire about the health of a BJP Karyakarta, she was attacked with stones and she had received a head injury as well. And we again see that the union minister has been attacked. This is very shameful, and I believe Mamata Banerjee should know how to restrain the TMC workers.
And you're certain that the person who hurled the stone at Babul Supriyo is from the TMC?
See, all these are subjected to investigation, but there is a history to it, and we have been hearing from people during the television conversation that probably these are TMC workers. So whether they are TMC worker or not, that the investigation will surely say. But there is a history that TMC workers have been attacking political leaders in the past, and we have seen that despite the fact that the state government should be providing adequate security to a union minister, there is a lapse by the state government.
Are you going to take this up with the West Bengal government, especially considering that the minister says the police which was standing there did not act in time?
See, we have a hierarchy in the party. The West Bengal unit and the Prabhari of the West Bengal will surely look into it and will do the needful.
All right. For now, Sambit Patra, thank you very much for speaking to us. In fact, these are the images of actually what happened. First, a stone thrown at Babul Supriyo when he was carrying out a rally in Asansol. It is also his parliamentary constituency. This was against, the protest was against what he calls is a rampant cattle smuggling racket taking place in West Bengal. The man who threw the stone, is he now in custody, Manugya? Has he been identified?
No, he hasn't been identified. We've been told that the police have said they will look into the matter. When they would actually take action and arrest the people is yet to be ascertained. Remember, it is a Trinamool Congress state government here. And the fact that BJP is in a minority, that cannot be ignored. And the fact that Bharatiya Janata Party has an MP of stature like Babul Supriyo and of course Mr. S.S. Ahluwalia. But the reality is that almost no action is taken when the rivals file a complaint. There are points of time when even the complaint is not registered. But this time, being a member of parliament and a junior minister, of course, who's been attacked, there is of course some action that would be initiated, but no arrest till now by the police.
Because we also see the man was ultimately taken into custody, but not before he was also attacked by a substantial number of people there, Manugya.
Well, absolutely. They have just been taken away. That does not mean they have been detained or arrested. They haven't been arrested or no charges have been framed as of now. The police say that they are looking into the matter. They will be ascertaining. Remember, interestingly, Molai Ghatak, who happens to be the law minister of the state, is of course an MLA from the same constituency. So if the law minister area is somewhere where law and order was actually taken into the hands by the Trinamool Congress supporters, and the police of course looks like an amused spectator. We've been told to understand that even if the law minister knew about what his supporters were up to, why didn't he take any action? Why didn't he? Or was he just silent about it, or did he just ignore it?
Can you also just describe to us the sequence of events? Was there a counter rally which had been organized by the Trinamool? Was the cavalcade of Babul Supriyo stopped? How did that entire sequence of events pan out?
Well, Bardhaman is always known to be a left stronghold when it was the left regime, and then it has always been the Trinamool Congress stronghold. But interestingly, the city and the urban area had voted for Bharatiya Janata Party, voting Babul Supriyo to power in the 2014 Lok Sabha elections. But state elections have been a stronghold, and all the seats are with Trinamool Congress. This will give you an idea on the stronghold that they enjoy in that area, including the industrial region also of the district. Today and yesterday, Babul Supriyo usually visits his constituencies every fortnight or every weekend, and he was here in the town, Asansol town, where he identified in the surrounding areas a few cattle smuggling operators who were operational. He got hold of them and he did ask the police to arrest them. There was initial action initiated against them, and the fact that there were Trinamool Congress supporters allegedly involved in it, he said that action should be initiated against them also. Today was a rally that was being coordinated by Bharatiya Janata Party supporters, including the district president, and of course Babul Supriyo was to be at the helm of affairs. And then when it was being taken forward, there was an attack allegedly by the Trinamool Congress supporters who had gathered in the area to protest the kind of allegations that were being made regularly by BJP leaders, including the junior minister, and hence the attack, or rather the stone pelting by these TMC supporters on BJP leaders.
And it doesn't help matters that in the recent past, Manugya, there have been several Trinamool leaders, senior leaders at that, who have been caught on camera threatening violence against their political opponents.
Well, absolutely. There is a lot to what meets the eye. There has been a lot of opposition that we've seen. But the fact that no action is being taken, forget about the opposition parties filing a complaint. Even the left has been continuously vocal about the kind of attacks that are being conducted on various people and various supporters or left cadres at various instances. The Congress has been claiming same. They have been claiming of forcing by the Trinamool Congress leaders at various levels, be it Murshidabad, be it Malda, where a lot of leaders and of course councillors have switched over to Trinamool Congress. But the fact that the supporters on the ground might not be in tandem with what the leaders are doing, and that's the reason there is so long protest. And the fact that there could be a miscommunication, or rather not the right communication being percolated to the last level of the TMC supporters who have resorted to stone pelting on a BJP MP, or rather a junior minister.
And it also is reminiscent of the very dark phase in West Bengal when there were pitched and very violent fights between the Trinamool and the left. Only now that the positions have been reversed, and instead of the left, it is the Trinamool versus the BJP.
Well, absolutely right, Padmaja. It's not just about one district. We've seen that in other districts also. There have been a lot of cases where there has been some kind of differences between the communities also. There has been some kind of difference between the political parties also. The fact that there has been not the right kind of law and order in the state cannot be denied. Chief Minister herself had appealed yesterday that there should be no communal riot or communal violence, as well as no political violence in the state. But that somehow falls on deaf ear, because allegedly it's always Trinamool Congress that starts it, or even if the BJP starts it, the arrests are made only of the rival parties.
All right, Manoge, just stay with me. More reactions coming in.
টাকা মোলা গড়কের বাড়ি দিয়ে যাচ্ছে আর আমাদের ছেলেরা শান্তিপূর্ণ অবস্থান করছে, এরকম পুলিশ আমাকে আটকাচ্ছে। আমাকে আটকাচ্ছে, বড় বড় পাথর এসে লাগছে। আচ্ছা, বড় বড় পাথর গায়ে এসে লাগছে। मार तुझ देख देखी की करते हो, किसने किया है? हमारा लड़का कहाँ है? किससे किया है? कौन है? कौन है ये? स्थिति का আসার কারণটা কি? মন্ত্রীর বাড়ি অবধি পয়সা বোঝাচ্ছে, টাকা পয়সা চুপ করে থাকবো। দাদা, এই স্থিতিটা আসার কারণটা কি? আজকে বাড়ি অবধি পয়সা বলছে, এরা কারা? এরা কারা? পুলিশ আমার পাশে দাঁড়িয়ে আছে, এরা কি করছে? এরা কারা? আমি গাড়ি পেছাবো, মোটি পেছাবো। দাদা, আজকে कुछ नहीं है, पत्थर आके लग रहा है, देखिए पत्थर आके लग रहा है, कुछ शक्ति नहीं है। पुलिस मेरे पास खड़ी है, जबकि उनको वहाँ पे रहना चाहिए। भाई को तो क्या वहाँ पे रहना चाहिए, मेरे पास है। पुलिस को वहाँ पे रहना चाहिए, पुलिस मेरे पास गाड़ी भेज दिए, पूरी दिए। अच्छा, क्या কর্মসূচি था आप लोग का आज बाबूदा? শান্তিপূর্ণ কর্মসূচিতে এত পুলিশের দরকারই নেই। শান্তিপূর্ণ কর্মসূচিতে এত পুলিশের দরকারই নেই।
All right, so again, Babul Supriyo, minutes after the attack on him, saying that the police was just standing by. He was carrying out a peaceful protest, completely unprovoked attack, he claims, on him, and he says it is a deliberate attack on him, a political conspiracy by the Trinamool Congress. The reason he says he's convinced that this is a deliberate attack is because the police was present at the spot and did not react in time, did not do anything to foil the attack on him. We're leaving you with these images, staying on this big story, back in a couple of minutes. Coming from Asansol in West Bengal, where Union Minister Babul Supriyo has been attacked. A stone was thrown at him. He alleges that this is a conspiracy by the TMC. The man who threw the stone was unfortunately then beaten up by the mob that had by then assembled there. He has now been whisked away by the police, but the minister says that the police, which was present at the spot right next to his car, did not act in time. Let's listen in to the first reaction from Babul Supriyo.
पत्थर आके लग रहा है, देखिए पत्थर आके लग रहा है, कुछ शक्ति नहीं है। पुलिस मेरे पास खड़ी है, जबकि उनको वहाँ पे रहना चाहिए। भाई को तो क्या वहाँ पे रहना चाहिए, मेरे पास है। कुछ नहीं है, पत्थर आके लग रहा है, देखिए पत्थर आके लग रहा है, कुछ शक्ति नहीं है। पुलिस मेरे पास खड़ी है, जबकि उनको वहाँ पे रहना चाहिए। भाई को तो क्या वहाँ पे रहना चाहिए, मेरे पास है।
This is how the events panned out. It was a rally that was being carried out, a protest against illegal cattle trade by Babul Supriyo. He says it's rampant in West Bengal. More reactions coming in. Okay, we've got Siddharthnath Singh of the BJP, in fact, with us on the phone line. Siddharthnath Singh, are you convinced that the person who has now been whisked away by the police was of the Trinamool Congress?
Well, certainly it is the hand of the Trinamool Congress. And I had a word with my district state unit also, and also with the union minister. This is a case where illegal slaughterhouse has been operating in the city of Asansol, and certainly under the patronage of TMC minister coming from Asansol. And it is adding to the pollution because the blood and all flows through drains into the river. Their bones are being burned, and this matter has been reported in the local newspapers also. So Babul Supriyo rightly democratically was going this morning to the police station to file a complaint that this needs to be stopped, and the TMC workers didn't allow him, and his cavalcade was stopped. And this is where the incident happened. And when Babul Supriyo got out of the car, he wanted that the police should clear it. So the stone was hurled at him.
Okay.
And certainly he's been injured because it was a big stone. But at the same time, what shows is that a protected VIP, a union minister, is being hit by a stone when the police is standing by and doing nothing, and this kind of a callous approach of Bengal police is visible. So we condemn this approach, and also this is an anarchist kind of a government, and where they wish to silence the opposition, particularly the BJP, and in this case a union minister, through violence, which is highly condemnable.
Okay, we're waiting for a reaction even now from the Trinamool Congress founder Siddharth Singh. Thank you very much for having spoken to us. We'll keep an eye on that particular story. Completely out of time. Thanks for watching.